Hey folks, it's Empress Pamela. Um, Welcome. This is one of my watercolor paintings that I've done in the last couple months. I'm in December 2025 recording. I will be releasing this video in February 2026. I am wrapping up close to 20 years of various uh, diaries, notebooks, workbooks, whatever, notes I've taken, and I'm sharing them with you, me, myself, and I. Basically, having a video documentation of handwritten work. Some of it's, I think, as I get closer to the end, heads up, it's more personal. You may or you may not get anything out of it. And that's on you. That's fine. I think you will get something out of it. Or you might just get a giggle. And let me tell you, laughing changes your energy. So a giggle is worth 1,000 words. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, today I have written down, I think it's like three different type of topics. The first one says fall winter 2016. So in fall winter 2016, I will give you a heads up. I was in the beginning mystical, emotional throes of my spiritual awakening. I didn't know it at the time. 10 years later, I know it at the time. I now know what was transpiring, but a lot of weird shit was happening. And I met my twin flame, who happened to be my boss, who was 13 years younger than me. And I didn't know that at the time. Anyway, a lot of weird shit was happening. But in the fall winter of 2016, I had already been at the workplace for about a year. And then I was subconsciously preparing to leave. So I started doing things like cleaning up my notebooks, cleaning out my desk, mentally preparing to leave. And anyway, let me just read what I have. And I think I'm going to change the names to protect the innocent. Some not so innocent, I may or may not protect their names. Fall winter 2016, channeled message, unbeknownst to me at the time. Let me just make it clear. I wasn't saying, oh, I got a channeled message last night. Shit was happening to me and I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't know what to call it. I didn't know. I just didn't know. I didn't have any labels, words to explain what was happening. I was in the throes of the beginning of awakening to my spirituality. And if people were talking to me at the time and were asking me, are you religious, blah, 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 I said, no, I'm spiritual. That would be my answer. Little did I know. So, unbeknownst to me at the time, I get a channeled message. I received these channel messages through me. At the time, I was working at ABC Company, one of the largest globally well known companies at the time, and was subconsciously preparing for my departure. I wanted to thank all of my coworkers individually and include a gift card that I had promised I would use when I got my bonus. I was going to share with my coworkers. It wasn't a big deal, but it was more of a gesture. It was a $10 gift card from Applebee's. I mean, well, that was 2016. I mean, $10 again. It was just more of a symbol of thanks, right? While all of my interactions with my colleagues were not always positive, my soul recognized the importance and relevance of the lessons they provided. So I came to that realization probably 5 years later. So now it's 10 years later, but 5 years after this happened, I probably realized what was happening. But I didn't know what was happening at the time. Here are the messages, including the one written to my twin, my boss. Okay. To him, I wrote something about, these are the notes or lessons that I notated. Coaxed confidence. So, my interaction with him, or him being my boss, and during the course of work, maybe he selected me to participate in additional work activities, meetings, such like that, which made me feel more confident about myself. That's what I mean by coaxed confidence. He coaxed the confidence out of my body. Reignited my self-esteem, propelled me to pursue my passion. So that was one reason why I left. I was like, why am I wasting my time here? I should be writing, pursuing my passions, writing, art, whatever. Healing, which I didn't know that at the time, but it's all been a part of my healing process. And to another person, I'm not going to say their names. Well, should I? Okay. To another person. Roots reiterated. So I live in a different state than where I grew up, and he came from where I grew up. Maybe not the same town, but the same general area. And he reiterated my roots, where I came from, just by interacting with a coworker that came from the same area. Something in it triggered childhood memories, or me appreciating the values and the environment that I grew up in, I want to say. Remembering your roots, okay, where you come from, and relevance no matter where we are in our life. The roots is a core reminder that similarities hold us together. Okay. Here's another coworker. He was older. Well, actually, he was only a couple years older than me, and the majority of our coworkers were younger. So, change and celebrating the past, comrade in coping with change. So, 10 years ago, so we're about the same age, right? And technology is so much more different than when we were, at the height of our careers, I would say. So he was my comrade in coping with change, appreciating the past and digging deep within ourselves to cope with current corporate demand. A brother who said, remember when? So yeah. Oh, and I call him a brother. He's very pleasant. He's an entrepreneur. He was a good guy. And here's another coworker, younger, fresh. I mean, like, could be our son, right? Our son could be my son. Knowledge, reawakening the realization of the importance of gaining knowledge and being open to new and differing opinions and asking questions. Reinstilling the pertinence of knowledge and asking questions and being open to the possibilities. that was that coworker. Young, fresh, very smart. Now, here's what I was guided to say to a woman who actually provided my tower moment, let's say at work, where I was a very bad girl. But I then, post leaving this and going through my awakening, I realized she was an energy vampire. She was narcissistic. She was, I want to say pretty evil, very competitive. Oh, she gaslit me. Like, oh my God, it was just crazy. All these realizations I had just by this one interaction. And what's funny is I didn't start the job with her. She transferred from a different department, kind of in the middle of my work experience at this company. And I just did not get good. Well, I didn't speak like this at the time. I didn't get good energy, good vibes from her. There was something about her way that she carried herself that to me was off. And that was like my intuition speaking to me. But of course, back then I didn't know what my intuition was, and I didn't know I should follow it. But yeah, these were all learning things, right? So what did she teach me, this woman? Thank you for teaching me that spirituality and our connection with the universe is what unites us. Putting out a positive energy flow and conducting ourselves without causing pain to others benefits us all in the end. So there were so many things that irritated me, but she was one of those people who brought her Bible to work and would conduct Bible sessions or whatever at lunch. And yet there was another coworker that was in need of, like, that lived next to her and was without a car, or her car was in the shop or something. And this woman avoided being a neighborly kind of Christian and actually hid away from this woman so she couldn't see her leave, so that she wouldn't ask her to take her home, like carpool. This woman who, again, my coworker, who carried a Bible and would preach, actually avoided helping out this woman who was not only a coworker but lived in the same neighborhood or something. And I found that very shocking. Like, isn't that the neighborly thing to do? I don't know. I was like, wait a minute. Like, I was very confused. Like, it was a contradiction to what she, like, I just realized how phony she was. Like, it was just, it made me sick to my stomach. Anyway, she was a big teacher. And I feel like, again, this is 10 years post, that she and I had some other type of encounter in a previous life. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even want to say that, but she played, I don't want to give her that much credit, but again, she was responsible for what I would call a tower moment. That was like the impetus for me actually really leaving this job and my twin and all this stuff. Yeah, it was pretty traumatic. Okay, here's another coworker and what she taught me. Trust. You've taught me that it is worthwhile to trust, and that trust is earned and not given freely. In order to be trustworthy, you must trust yourself first. Being vulnerable is difficult. When we leave ourselves open, we can be united on a deeper, more authentic level. That was a nice lesson that she taught me. And here's another person. Friendship. Thank you for teaching me how to be a friend. From the beginning, you made me feel special, even with all my flaws. There's my lack of self-esteem, right? I'm so flawed. You taught me how friendship has to be earned. A true friend will not cross you or make you feel bad. A true friend will accept your apologies and be there for you to calm you down, make you smile, or just to listen. And here's another coworker. Driving me to set goals and setting the level so high, I am compelled to step up my game. You reintroduce the importance of goal setting, measurable goals, and giving 100% and staying focused with what drives you, rediscovering what drives you to set goals, give 100%, and stay focused. Okay, and finally, the other coworker taught me creativity. Reminds me that those who create as part of their being feel the world and emotions so deeply that their only source of refuge and protection is creating. It is a constant struggle between pain and pleasure. Wow. That was that event, this whole thing, and how it transpired was probably one of my most critical events and parts of my spiritual awakening that happened even before I even knew that I was going through a spiritual awakening. Really. It was like me coming out of the cocoon or something. I don't know. Let's see. I almost feel like I want to stop it at that point. Well, I don't know. No, we have 30 minutes. Let's push it out. So that was one thing. Now, continuing with my notes. Write a book within 30 days. Make $400,000. Yes, you've seen the ads, you've seen the webinars, you've seen the advertisements. How to write an ebook in 30 days and make a shitload of money. Haven't written the book yet. Although, well, actually, I do have a book that I need to publish. I have many ideas for books too. Let me read it. Ebook. Book sold in PDF format, only available to purchase and download through writer's website and marketed through their email list, social media, and writers in their inner circle. Readers pay for Readers pay for book using Writer's Payment Gateway or Pay Now button. There are no middlemen. Still have book cover, editing, proofreading, copy to write for emails, landing page, tips. So this is just another free informational course webinar that I took, gathering information on how to write a book, sell it, make money. Tips. Number 1, don't sell yourself short. Number 2, 2 hours of research a day. Number 3, organize content into chapters. Number 4, overarching theme, title of the book. Number 5, chapters, break up timelines or how to process. Number 6, headings, new ideas. Number 7, subheadings, make points and perspectives clear to read. Number 8, forced organization. Number 9, include every detail. Number 10, get a book cover done by a professional. Example, crowdsource design platform, the 99 designs, and create a contest. Cost $400 to $500. Number 11, Becoming the Empress, nonfiction diary. Number 12, Become the Empress, self-help. Okay, that was one category. And then the third category is just a bunch of notes about yoga. Hanuman Academy, Dana Saraye, Sadhana Daily Practice, Yoga 1, Sadhana Daily Practice. Balance and Bliss, Joy and Center. Why Daily, Effortlessness, Consistency, Vibration of Om. Coherence, attuning ourselves for the universe. Anchor, stay grounded and centered in our inner world. Akunkata, ego self. Jiva, soul self, connected to divine God. Newtonian physics, 3D world, and quantum physics, tantric view. Find God through each infinite moment, thing, align with consciousness for infinite possibilities. Flow state, present moment. Coherence, continuum. Separateness, unity, one consciousness. Yoga equals one, unity, unity consciousness. Yoga, meditation practices, unified field, quantum field of consciousness. Reiki, distance healing through quantum physics. Beyond this time and space dimension. Placebo effect through quantum field, higher consciousness. Coherence, higher brain centers, infinite possibility of being. Kundalini energy, infinite potential of being, God presence within us. Yoga, beingness. Himalayan Kundalini Yoga, Kriyas. Quantum, experience of consciousness. Sat Chit Ananda. Truth, pure consciousness, bliss. Shiva, synchronicities. Infusing consciousness into our Newtonian existence, purifying the mind. Jiva, soul, infinite possibilities. Quantum field, unified field. Yoga, to awaken Kundalini energy. Open chakras, open coherent brain. Access quantum field. Effort, effortlessness. Synchronization. Yoga, 8 branches. That was my crude notes on yoga. So thank you for joining me in this pretty eclectic video. Personal, interesting. I find this interesting, and I hate the word interesting, if you know. How would I encapsulate this? How would I summarize this video? Forthcoming. Okay, forthcoming with detail. I'll see you in the next one. It may get juicier. May not. I don't know. Come and see.